At every mooring chain and rope, at every stationary boat or barge that split the current into a broad arrowhead, at the offsets from the piers of Southwark Bridge, at the paddles of the river steamboats as they beat the filthy water, at the floating logs of timber lashed together, lying off certain wharves, his shining eyes darted a hungry look. After a darkening hour or so, suddenly the rudder lines tightened in his hold, and he steered hard towards the Surrey shore. Our mutual friend, Charles Dickens. But know this, though you set out on a fool's errand, among those who love you, you are beloved indeed. Antigone, Sophocles. Prologue. Deptford, southeast London. No one sees the woman push the man in his wheelchair through the market. Amongst the stallholders, shoppers, crack addicts, shaven-haired women, long-haired men, mums with kids heaped onto the backs of buggies, teenagers plugged into iPods, drunks and dealers, amongst the general sense of busyness, of chatter, buying, selling, going somewhere, belonging, no matter who you are or where you've come from, this pair do not fit or feature. They dissolve into the background along with the Somali guy sweeping the road in his high-vis jacket, the thin girl with the old woman's face selling the big issue, the group of Vietnamese huddled around the money exchange kiosk. They are of even less interest than the young Ukrainians sorting through textiles in the depot under the arches, or the Bengali chef in a doorway left open to ease the heat of a steamy kitchen. Anyone who did look would notice that the two, the woman and the old man, are not related. The man has pale, darting eyes and fragile, crinkled skin, spotted in places with dark patches, the effects of too much sun, while the woman's brown skin is blotchy from the lack of it. She's short, with soft contours, her sunken eyes dark. There's another more striking difference. The man exudes wealth. He's dressed in good quality trousers, polished leather shoes, a thick wool jacket and a cashmere scarf, while the woman wears tracksuit bottoms and a cheap fleece over a blue overall, and ragged trainers that soak up the puddle water underfoot. More than this, an onlooker might notice the resigned look in her bruised eyes, the indifference to the colourful shops and stalls, and the bright chatter. It is as if the woman pushing the man down the street, his bag of fruit clutched on his lap, does not occupy this city at all, as if her mind is in a place so far away and so long ago she isn't sure it still exists. But no one is looking. No one is interested, and even the old man in his wheelchair is not sure who it is that propels him along this jostling street, at twilight, on an early January evening. As long as she gets him home soon, for he can feel hunger rumbling in his belly, and as long as he has his clementines, firm and fresh in his lap, he's content. The woman steers the wheelchair through the crowds, towards the broad expanse of sludgy river with its smell of oil and of cargo from other worlds. As they move away from the market, and its sweet aroma of roasting chestnuts, the glow of makeshift bulbs dims behind them, giving the impression they are leaving not just light but warmth as well, though the stall-holder's breath is white in the cold air. She pushes the chair all the way to the alley that lies between a wall and the once majestic Payne's Wharf, only its facade of 6 grand arches remaining. At the end of the little alley they arrive at the top of some slimy steps that lead straight down into the murky water of the Thames. A hidden place, not easy to spot in the daytime, but utterly concealed by shadows at night. Here, she pauses and stares into the water for quite some time. 10 steps are visible. The tide is low. After a little while, she turns, moves slowly back away from the river, and wheels the old man down a narrow street of Georgian terraced houses. Every doorway is flanked by little angels or figureheads, frosting as it grows dark. She reaches the house at the end, takes the side entrance to the garden, where she helps him out of his chair, and together they descend the basement steps to the front door of his flat, beneath the main house. Inside, Mona helps Charles into his reclining armchair with its footrest. Charles feels the hand under his elbow,